If I were to give young designers advice, I would tell them that if they want to do award-worthy work, they need to be willing to collaborate. One of the reasons why we named our firm Circle was because we knew that to have a truly successful end product, you need to collaborate with different experts, and that we wanted a holistic approach to design.
And my advice to young designers is to find your voice. You know, we live in a time where you can be an individual and you might have a point of view that is unique. And so we have a joke in our office whenever we have a new project, and Theresa will say, "Oh, that's been done." And so we always try to push ourselves and be innovative and never to copy. We can find inspiration, but our job is never to copy another designer, but to really find the voice of the client and what do we want to say through design to express that as something original.
As designers, our job is to translate a client's hopes and dreams from a verbal language into a visual language, to have a space feel the way that they want, function the way that they want, and young designers really need to be able to communicate with their clients and help them achieve their dreams for their space.
And one of the reasons why we've been able to be successful, I always remember the time after one of the award ceremonies, one of our peers came up to us and says, "We just do a great job at telling the story." And every time when we submit an award, I make sure to state the problem clearly. We always show the most pitiful before photos so we can emphasize how great they are turning out in the end. But really, it's that idea of coming up with the story. What is the story you're trying to tell? And is it clear in the design what the problems you solved were and how did you make it look great?
I would also tell young designers to take risks. John and I always joke that if we weren't young and dumb at one point and started off old and smart, we never would have done half of the things that we tried. And so there's just something to be said for taking that risk and being passionate about what you love doing. And I think it comes through in the way that you speak about the work. It comes through in the way that you interact with people. To have that sort of tenacity and that blissful ignorance of youth is sometimes a good thing. When you're building a firm and you're going after different project types, and maybe it's a project type that you've never done before, you have to be committed to excellence. And I urge young designers, if you take on a project, there is no failing. You have to succeed. You have to put in your all every time. And if you say you're going to do something, you deliver.